Hey yo, everyone! How is my voidlings? Do we have any voidlings in the chat yet? Oh, that's okay. If people are still filing in, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Well, here, I'll just adjust this so that I'll have no trouble in seeing your little chit chats while I draw. All right, so let's see here. There's the skin. Okay. Yep. Just gonna be working on fixing this up because the finished product is gonna be amazing. All right. Okay. He could have his head cocked to the side just a bit, maybe. Okay. We're trying another playlist here. Just trying to, you know, just trying to get some good ambiance while we doodle. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. All right. Now, let's see here. Okay, here's the shading of the skin. Okay. The nice thing about having Patty here is that her palette for skin and hair is actually the same for her dad. I just go a little bit more of a darker tone with his hair because he's older. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna have some of this action here, and a little bit in the ears too, just to kind of give a little depth right there. Yeah, that should be fine actually. And then gonna do side of the head. There we go. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it's always nice to see how just a simple contrast of colors can can really change things. Hmm. A little too overboard there, so let's do about half that size. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's still too much. Too much blurring. So we'll go about half that again. Okay. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. No, hold on. There. All right. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right. And then. Oh, golly. We're going to go even smaller. Even smaller. There. That should do. Forgot how small this. I was making these pictures. But that's okay. All right. So. All right. All right. I think this actually is probably fine. Okay. Here we go. No, I'm just trying to think. Oh, you know what? You know what it probably is? If we go down. There we go. Just need a little. Right there. Maybe just like a little pointed. Just ever so slightly. Hmm. There. And then less here. Oh. Helps if I'm on the right layer, doesn't it? Oh, that's also wrong. This one. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. Uh-oh. What layer? Okay. There we go. That's where you are. Okay. I know. Got some Krillin action going on here. It's okay. All right. There. That's a lot better. That is a lot better. Because we gotta pay attention to where the light's always coming from. Okay, increase the size just a bit. All right, there we go. All right, now let's see. Gotta do eyes. Now his eyes are gonna be very similar to Patty's. So what layer do they start? Hmm, that's the highlights. Ah, okay, so they do start on this layer. Okay, that's good. That's good. Right. Get some white on there and then. Oh, hi, Vera. Yes, it is art time. You're right, it is art time. Working on my children's book again. Yeah, we'll go with 10. How are you doing? Feeling better? Because I know you were having like some mouth pain or something along those lines. Okay, I'm sad that you're still under the weather, but hopefully seeing some lovely art will help you to feel a little bit better. Huh? Okay, I'll fix the shape. It's okay if I overdo it. I can always erase a little. Whee. Mmm, that is true. That is true. As long as you don't indulge the ADHD things too much. Yeah. Oh, I did make some adjustments in the Minecraft server to the stable. It should be easier, much easier now to get horses out. So you should be able to ride them out this time. Because I replaced the doors with gates. Yeah. And I also made sure that it's at least 3 blocks tall, the entrance slash exit. So you'll have no issues no matter what you're riding. Oh, and the armadillos have a little pen in there. Yeah. And of course, Jillian was up to some shenanigans as well. But you already know about those. If you get back to streaming the Minecraft server, I'm sure he would love to show you exactly what happened. Okay, let me just make sure I'm doing the. Okay, a little bit bigger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, he was definitely. Like, some of the things that you're able to do in Minecraft are just in a weird moral gray area, to put it lightly. Okay, Actually, the TV would probably be angled a little bit down. All right. There we go. All right. And then got to get these brown eyes just right. There. Okay. And then we just do a little bit. Okay. There. And just a little bit of blurring on the inside there. Okay, and then I'm actually going to zoom in just to make sure that these are at least mostly even. Okay. So I am going to have to go in with the white. Okay, we're going to go really small. There we go. Well, yeah, but he's like a happy Ron Swanson, so it's all good. If he's staring into your soul, it's because he's concerned for your well-being. Alright. Alrighty. Now we're going to do nice dark pupils. Okay. That might be a bit big. Let's go back down to 5. Yeah. 5. There. Okay. There, that looks fairly normal. And we'll go up here. We'll go back into the whites. And we are going to go 50% opacity. There. And then we go into here. Increase the size by a lot and blur a little. That might be too intense. That just kind of makes him look like he's got cataracts. Okay. I see what I did there. Okay. It's because I made the shinies too wide. So, decrease the size by a lot. Okay. We're going to go 5. There we go. There we go. No, we'll go with 10. Maybe we don't need to blur. Yeah, let's go with don't need to blur. All right. And then we also need to do lips. Now, can we scroll back over? All the way over. Here we go. They have the same color palette for skin tone, so helps a lot. They also have same hair and eyes. Oh, let's make sure our opacity is correct. Always gotta watch our opacity. There. It's nice and friendly. They kind of smile very similar, and that's nice. Yeah, he's just vibing. He's watching movies. He's watching movies with his daughter, you know, like a good dad. Yeah, I just decided to make a mini chair of what he's got, you know, which I will definitely be fixing that up quite a bit because these splotches, I don't know what happened here, but I need to fix them because they're horrendous. Yep, yep. And it's also a pretty cool chair. Now let's see here. Where are the swooks? Okay, so they're definitely below there. Aha! Here's the socks. Doop. All right. Zoom in, please. And I am well aware that it looks like he's sitting in the same chair as Steve from Blue's Clues. The comparison has been made before. Um, let's see. I'm not entirely sure who did. But it's like, I'm not annoyed by it, but I'm just saying someone else beat you to the punch. Have you ever seen Blue Clues Vera? Okay, good, good. So you know what I'm talking about. It's not exactly like the chair, but it's the same color as the chair. And that's usually what people what calls the show to mind to people is, you know, like, oh, it's the same color. It must be Steve's chair. Nah, it's not Steve's chair. It's the dad chair. There we go. That's much better. Much better. Okay. There. That. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And I'll be doing some shading behind here, I think. And on the wall too. Definitely. Oh, golly. What's going on with me? Hmm. Honestly, yeah. It is definitely one of those shows. It holds up, you know? Hmm. Okay. Get back into here. There. All right. And then we're also going to go here. Hmm. That little erased. All right. And blend that out a bit. Okay. That should do. Hmm. My goodness, this is just. Hmm. All right. There we go. Now that's looking a lot better. All right. But yeah. I mean, I've already done the shirt, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah. Oof, the plaid. It takes a while, especially when you're not doing just straight, you know? Alright. Okay. I am gonna fix that up right in there. So, yeah, that's right. I wanted to zoom. Alright. What's going on here? Okay, okay. So it's just. Okay, okay. There we go. We'll actually do a bit of that action right there. There. And now that looks so much better. Give some of these little spots. We'll fix the shading as well. There. Hmm. That was uneven. There. All right. Oh, this is actually for. I know I've mentioned it before, but I don't know if it ever got to you. Um, I wrote a children's book, and this is one of the things that. Uh, this will be one of the images that accompanies Patty going through what her daily life is like when she's 3. You know, she gets to watch movies with her daddy. She gets to play games with her older siblings, Alex and Kira, and she gets to do things like baking cookies with her mommy. You know, life's good. She gets to play with her toy piggy, Mr. Piggy. Yeah. So, you know, life's good. She doesn't want to give up any of that. So, that's part of the reason why she's so anxious about turning 4 is, you know, what if she has to get rid of all of that? She doesn't want to. But what if she has to? You know, even though it's an illogical concern. Because, I mean, why would you be giving up any of that? There's no one said she would be. you know? Because that is ridiculous. But, like, expect a kid to be able to reason that, you know? Oh, there we go. That is much, much better. Look at that chair. Yeah. And then I will also get into that black right there. We're going to zoom in. We're actually going to just right here. Just kind of smooth this all out. Make sure it looks good. All right. And yeah, we're just going to keep the feet of the chair just jet black. Saves a lot of time. Oh, you want to know something funny? Apparently, jet is actually a type of really dark black crystal. Did you know that, Vera? Yeah. So jet black predates uh, the actual jets, and that's why um, people say jet black. Because I mean, you look at jets, a lot of modern jets. It's like, well, they're not really black. Not all of them, at least. I mean, some of the military ones, yeah, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun to discover where some things come from. I think. Indeed, indeed. It actually still annoys my husband every so often that I spell words like color without the U. Because I am an American. Nah, you don't need it. Just like how you don't need to pronounce all the syllables in aluminum. Okay. But in all fairness, I mean, I one thing that kind of makes one of the things that actually makes him laugh is how irate I sometimes get with people mispronouncing jalapeno. It's just, oh, it's one thing if it's, just somebody on the street, it's like, okay, I could ignore it. But when it's in actual TV commercials for food, it's like, no, 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 it is jalapeno. So yeah, take solace in that. But I get annoyed by that because it probably doesn't really affect you at all. Yeah. Um, they are spelled jalapenos, and honestly, where I come from, even though where I come from is what, um, people don't say Don't pronounce it as jalapenos or jalapenos unironically. It's always been jalapeno because they come from Mexico. The hot chili peppers were invented by the Aztecs. Yeah, yeah. And it's one of those things like, oh, okay, you're gonna, if you're just messing with people with that, you know, that's one thing. But it's just when you hear it, when I hear it in a commercial, I just get incensed. I'm just like, like, y'all know better. And the thing is, that probably is their, yeah. But at the same time, it probably is their goal to, you know, be like, haha, we're annoying people. It's the joke. And I'm like, get a better joke. Um, like right now, the biggest offender is, uh, like right now, the current offender is Subway with their Aussie commercials. But before that, it was Burger King, or I'm sorry, Hungry Jack's. Um, yeah, Hungry Jack's is Burger King. There we go. Get that all. Um, there we go. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's probably more to do with the joke, and, you know, to really mess with people. But I'm like, there are a lot of people that do come from Central and South America in Australia. So, maybe call it what it's actually called and pronounce it correctly. When you're advertising it. Well. Yeah. And the thing is, I probably shouldn't get so incensed. Because I'm. I am white, okay? I will admit that. I am white. So I probably shouldn't get so incensed, but I just do. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it bothers me on a fundamental level. It's like, no, it has always been jalapeno. That's it. Because it works so well with puns. Because it sounds like jalapeno. So there is like a jokey pun. It's like, oh, I'm getting all jalapeno business. Um, like, oh, I'm pretty sure that is actually a punchline of a joke. I'm trying to remember the full joke. Probably, it's probably something along the lines of, "Hey, why does everybody keep saying that chili peppers are so nebby?" And it's because they get all jalapeno business. It's probably something like that. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, do dad jokes. Brands do dad jokes. People will laugh. You will get the target. Look, if you're a fast food place and you're making dad jokes, you're gonna get all the dads to be like, "Ha, and they will all come and they will bring their kids. Especially when the wife is just having a hard time and doesn't want to cook. Because, that dynamic is still quite prevalent. But, yeah, less problematic now than it used to be. Because nowadays it at least depends on the household. Yeah, but the people who are. But yeah, the people who are yelling, like, oh, why is a woman doing all the cooking? And stuff. It's like, okay, look, it's because women still know, like, overall, overall, they know more about cooking than men. Still, it has changed. The ratio of women to cook that to men that can cook has changed. It's now a lot more equalized, which is good. We all like that. I mean, I still say that everyone should know how to boil water because then they can at least make themselves some noodles. They should know how to boil water and fry an egg. Yeah. In fact, it's probably one of the most important of skills. Now I know why that was bothering me. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's why I say, like, you should know how to make yourself some noodles of some sort. Hmm. Do I want it more rounded like that or slanted like that? I think I want more slanted like that. Okay. So here we go. Um, there we go. Yeah. I actually made some carbonara tonight for dinner. Turned out quite lovely. Had some leftover sausages and I throw in some vegetables. Gotta prevent the scurvy. It actually wouldn't surprise me if doctors start reporting increased um, cases of scurvy amongst children with the rate that kids go through chicken nuggets these days. But yeah, yeah. Had some nice fettuccine noodles. It was good. It was good. And then earlier today, just so that you can be jealous of my husband, Vera, I made brownies, but not just any brownies. These are brownie bites filled with Nutella. So now you can uh, now you can be jealous of my husband. Well, I know how to make them now, so I don't know. Maybe we can set up a play date for the two of you, and I'll make some brownies. And I'll also make sure that there's some juice for you too. No juice? Okay. Look, I like. See, I don't want to make people envious. Just, brief moments of jealousy. That's fine. Yeah, it was. It was a very nice day. There we go. That's, yeah. Always got to make sure that the shadows are right. There. Okay. And then after this, we'll be working on shading on the pants. Um, there. Yeah, that looks way better. I think I will do like a bit more erasing on here just to make that mirror the other side a bit better. Oh, hello, James. Um, oh, well, that's the thing. I don't need custom designs, but thank you for the offer. Yeah. I actually design things on my own because I can. Oh, well, my Discord actually does come up, but ah, thank you. Thank you very much, Vera. All right. There we go. Diebot. Yeah, I hate when they go for that. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that, Vera. Yeah, see that's my problem is that I can be a little too nice sometimes. Okay, there we go. Clean up these leggings. And I'll need to clean up these socks too. But first, leggings. There. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Hmm. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, make sure this looking a lot better. Okay. There. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hmm. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point there, Vera. You got a very good point. A very good point. Ah, ah. Yeah. See, Vera, he has very good points. always. All right. There we go. Mm. Alrighty. And yeah, right there. That should do. Well, still. Okay, actually. Hmm. Bet there's another. Yeah, there's another layer for shading. Where is it? Hmm. Oh. Ha ha ha. Found you. Alright. Alright. This is gonna end up looking a lot better. Okay. Actually, you know what? If we just erase this bit. Let's just erase this bit. And then we will do the shading of the slacks on another layer. Mm-hmm. Besides, I gotta fix up all these, all this patchiness. It's so patchy. Um, there we go. Okay. All right. There. All right. There. And there. All right. But yeah, I think when I actually do get done with illustrating this book, I think I am actually going to be illustrating my other children's book. It's meant for older kids, so like 7 and up, and it's titled uh, Nephili the Dragon and Bit the Apprentice. So and because it was meant for older kids, I was able to have it self-published without the illustrations, but I think the illustrations would make it a little bit better. Well, it's about a mostly about a boy. His name is Bit. Uh, at least that's the name he grew up with, and he is extremely down on his luck. It's got a very I. The intention was to go with a very similar feel to the old Grimm's fairy tales, but like of the nicer ones that they have. Uh, but yeah, he's really down on his luck. He actually ends up falling into a dragon's lair because a farmer decided that Bit stole one of his chickens. Bit didn't steal any chickens, but the farmer decided that that was the case and chased him in there. Well, Nephili discovers him. She's the dragon who owns the lair, and she notices that, like, oh, hey, you're hurt. Here, I'll be back on your feet and stuff, and you'll probably want something to do. So here's a book. You can read that, and they become friends. She kind of becomes very like grandmotherly to him in a way, because dragons get pretty old. And she sets him up to where he has at least a little bit of basic education, and yeah, I mean it's lengthy, but yeah, she sets him up to where he has a little bit of basic education and gets him a job in a nearby town, and um, and tells him like, okay, I just want you to visit me in a little bit. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll visit you. And so he does, but when he visits her, she's no longer in her draconic form. She is stuck as an old woman, an old human woman. Uh, so they have to go on a bit of a quest to put together a potion to make her a dragon again. And while on the quest, Nephili actually teaches him how to do magic. So yeah, I do want to get some art drawn up for that. Which, good thing I'm an artist. I can do it myself. Yeah, yeah, I think it's interesting too. Let's see here. Now I want. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Ooh, sorry, I had to lock in for a second. Kind of. Just gotta make sure. Ooh, I don't go super over the lines. There. Ah, there. That's much better. Oh, wait, missed a spot. Bloop. All right. Now we go into this color. And we're going to go a little darker. About there. Yeah, that's good. And there we go. But yeah, with that book, I do have it meant for older kids, but I think it'll work. I think it's pretty good. I like it. I mean, I was definitely one of the kids that grew up loving the Grimm's fairy tales, and I mean like original Grimm's. One thing I do want to get my hands on is a original Grimm's fairy tale book in German. Oh, yeah, it's a much more complex story. I don't like the one about turning 4, that's meant for toddlers. And for, kids around the age of 4. So they'd be able to understand the concept of being scared of change, but they'd also be old enough to learn that, hey, change is not that bad. You shouldn't be afraid of it. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Like, they barely understand how a barter system. you know, Big kids of that age, they barely understand the barter system. So, I wouldn't expect them to understand the story. Yes. And I want a purple sparkle heart cake for my birthday. But mom says if I don't turn 4, I'm not going to get the purple sparkle heart cake. But yeah, she actually, but getting back to Patty, um, I do have in the book that she does spend the week thinking up of different ways to get what she wants because she wants that cake. Yeah, she wants that cake. So, um, she thinks about pulling prank. She thinks about being extra good, or at least promising to be extra good. She also thinks about trying to buy a cake, but then she runs into the problem of, oh, with what money? And um, her sister ends up telling her, like, yeah, I do extra work for money so that I have something for when I go to the mall. She's like, oh, uh, I'm too little to do the dishes. Hmm. Oh, but yeah, Patty's cute. Okay, all right. I do need to get some. We'll call it guy liner. There. Okay. Well, yeah, but 4 year olds don't tend to be very tall. So, and also, I would not trust a 4 year old to wash a knife. 7 year old? Yeah, I could trust that. But a 4 year old? No. You'd go through the whole box of band aids. There we go. So yeah, it's not just whether they're tall enough to reach the sink, because you gotta factor in most 4 year olds are 3 feet tall on the tall end. Huh? Okay then, but she also has two older siblings, so. But yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. Yeah, there we go. That's where you are. Yeah, I don't remember, like, going by my memories, I don't remember doing dishes until I was like around 7 to 10. Yeah, yeah. I was always expected to pick up after myself. So, there was that. That was something that was always ingrained to all of us was pick up after yourself. Okay. There it is. Okay. Helps if I'm on the correct layer, doesn't it? There. Okay. And then just kind of smoothing some of this out. There. Oh, my. Where's the hat? Okay. Hmm. Okay. So we'll just zoom in. Can you see those little patches there? We don't like those patches. The only patches we like is From Software patches. Because he's funny. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, uh-oh. I did a silly. There we go. I fix it. Maybe a bit. But I also just find the character patches from the From Software games to be entertaining. There we go. So yeah, I'm an actually nerdy gamer girl that knows things. Okay. Um yeah, actually we're gonna keep this medium blue. Alright. Get back up to 10 here. We're gonna fix this up. The sound effects are okay. Well, you feel free to lurk as long as you like. Best of luck on your runnings. Also, sound effects are very necessary. Always necessary. Okay. Yep, this one. Just kind of clean this. Okay. Clean that up. Gotta clean up our messes. All right, there we go. And then just gonna make that. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So now we're gonna go a little bit darker for some shading purposes. Oh, wait. Let's go up a layer. That way, when we do the shading, we can erase it a little bit easier. Yeah. All right. Forgot to do the shading on his hands. Well, that's okay. I'll figure it out. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so just need to Yeah, I think this is actually fine. And then we'll just have a line here. Because, I mean, these are jeans, so. Oh, and pocket. And another pocket here. There. We can have this extend a bit more, though. Yeah. Um, yeah. All right, I think this will be fine. I'm not going to do a whole lot of realistic wrinkles just because I feel like it would just be kind of just overdone if I did that. So, gonna blend out these edges. Except for, the fly and the pockets. We don't need to blur those. Everything else, though. a little blending. All right. There we go. Yep. Now that looks pretty dang good. Hmm. Yeah. All right. I am actually gonna take a tiny break. Need to use the restroom for a minute, and I'll be right back. So, just be a couple minutes, okay? All right. My goodness. Aiko, you snuck in while I was... You sneaky. All right, all right. Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm getting back into it. Just had to leave for a second. I'm back though. I'm back for you guys. So yeah, feel free to continue your chilling. hmm. Um. Should I do a wear pattern? No, because whenever I do that, it just always seems too much when I do a wear pattern on the jeans. So we're not gonna do that. We are, however, going to do a some shading on this sock. All right, gonna do some shading on the socks. Oh, okay. All right, there. And then, come on. There we go. Some over here as well. How are you doing, Aiko? Or are you just getting back to lurking? That's okay. If that's the case, that's okay. Oh, Foxo is Eepy. Eepy Foxo. Like the little foxes in the trees of mine. Like the little foxes in Minecraft. Whenever they see hold on, a pine tree, they just gotta be Eepy under the leaves. Just curling up into a little ball, little cinnamon roll, and going Eepy. Is that you right now? uh, maybe I should read just bedtime stories on stream sometime. I don't know. I could read some Brothers Grimm, definitely. I don't know. Well, that does sound cozy though, curled up in a nice blanket. Hmm. Oh, well, that's only if you would want me to do that. I would never do that without your permission. Brothers Grimm, on the other hand, that's public domain. But yeah. But it is one of those things that if you do feel strongly about it, maybe I could fit that in. Huh. Oh. Hmm. Well, you know what? That is definitely a thought. You could certainly suggest it into in my Discord in the suggestion box. That way, I have the links and everything.
if you wanted me to. I'm wondering if maybe I should go with a different color of the wall. Well, no, I am going to be putting um in a shadow, so I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Um, yeah, the socks look much better. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? All right. Here. Well, first here, so I can do this. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get all the holes in the mini armchair. Okay. All right. There we go. Get this all nice. And then we'll try to keep things very cozy for you. Okay? Because it sounds like you want things to stay nice and cozy. So we'll make it nice and cozy. Hmm. All right. Then there we go. Get that all there. Oh, you're gonna need to work. Oh. Well, you can certainly put me on for while you're on your way to work. There's nothing wrong with that. You just wouldn't be able to comment back. But you could still enjoy the soothing sound of my voice. So, wouldn't be a total loss. Oh, well then. That's even better. Oh, that's right. That is right. You do work commissions. You work writing commissions. Yeah. Oh, I see. Well, then, maybe I should take a look at some of your stuff and see what I think of it. Just wouldn't necessarily be able to do that for this stream. It'd have to be something that I plan out. Yeah. And you know what? If I do end up doing that, I'll make sure to post your link for people to click on, so that people could commission you. Cause we're all in this together. Yeah, yeah. I'll take a look. It'll just be later. But I could probably fit it in like a Friday stream. You know, like to give myself a bit more freedom with my streams on Fridays. But Mondays and Wednesdays, those are for art. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. And also, you can feel free to lurk for as long as you like. I don't mind lurkers. But yeah. This is, but yeah, this current piece is one that I started on an earlier stream. Um, which I'm pretty sure the video has been uploaded to YouTube if you wanted to see the beginnings of this. But yeah, I'm just cleaning that up. You know, just kind of cleaning it up, finishing it off. Sometimes I need to remember to finish what I started. There we go. That. Okay. Gotta get that to there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then we'll go into here. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, actually I like that shape a lot better. So we are going to work with that. All right. Clean this up. Oh, overdid that. That's okay. Shh. We can fix it. Okay. Um there we go. Oh, hi Lazy Panda. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Just working on illustrating the children's book. Oh, Huppy is good. He's happy. He just got um, some carbonara for dinner and some Nutella filled brownies for dessert. Yeah. Yeah, he counts himself as rather lucky. I make good food. It's, mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. How's your fiance? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm still so stoked that she said yes. It fills me with joy. Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. What kind of cuisine are we thinking? Like, is it gonna be like pizza lunch or? Ooh, that'll be nice. nice walk. Ooh, okay, so Italian. So I wasn't too far off. Yeah, a nice Italian lunch. That's pretty good, and then a walk right after. Gonna get some gelato, just to kind of continue the Italian theme. Or is she not into desserts? Some people are like that. I mean, it's weird, but it's like, okay, more dessert for me. Hmm. Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe just something you like. Just stop somewhere to send her home with some dessert. That way, you don't have to watch her eat it. So she still gets to have her sweets. Uh, not that much, not that much, but you know, it'll certainly be nice once I'm done with illustrating this here kid's book. I was hoping to be able to get it done before my nephew's fourth birthday, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Every time every time I look at the written word of it, I'm like, oh no, I'm not even halfway. I'm not even halfway done through all the pictures I gotta draw. Oh, but it is. It is what it is. Alright. But yeah, I'm liking the shading of that. That's looking good. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much what I'm doing is just powering through. But yeah, have the face of the dad done for this picture. And yes, he is supposed to look like Ron Swanson. A little. Sure. Sure. Shoot. Let's see here. Where else do I need? Oh, I do need to focus on the shading of the sweater. Because that sweater needs touched up. Okay. Okay. Oh. Silly me. I just missed my palette. There we go. Hmm. That's not too bad. When in doubt, use that speed to get out. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Maybe I'll be able to, I might actually, maybe I'll send that to my mom. She likes sayings like that, so. Part of the trouble is sometimes she quotes them just sort of on loop. I love her, but she needs some new material. Yeah. I mean, I'll certainly let her know that it's from a real car racer. She knows what a Ferrari is, so I'll let her know that it's a real Ferrari racer. A real Ferrari! Do you ever get Cars reference? The Pixar movie? Someone may write it on a t-shirt one day. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Oh, that fixed up real nice. Real nice. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right, Porsche. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so and I was so proud of myself too. I'm like, oh, I remembered you drive Ferraris. Oh well, at least I know enough to know that those are totally different car companies. Oh, oh well. Hope you're still doing good on your races too. You know, because that can be pretty difficult to keep up. Stuff like that can be real demanding. Ooh. Oh, maybe we'll be able to. Yeah, maybe we'll stream that. Might be kind of fun. Okay, let's do a little bit behind that. Me a bit. There we go. We'll do a little blurring here. Just kind of. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah. Paperwork. Fun times, fun times. Ooh, no, I don't like that corner. Yeah, we'll just have that there. Yeah, this is fine. But yeah, this shading is looking a lot better now. Okay. All right. There. All right. Now I need to figure out. Okay. I guess that's the layer where I have. Okay, so I have to be on top of this layer for the popcorn. Okay. All right. So popcorn has got a nice yellow base, but we're gonna add a bit more red to it. Nice, yeah, nice buttery yellow. Hey, that's okay. You know, Einstein sometimes forgot where his address was. Okay, we're gonna. All right. There we go. Now it just looks like she's sticking her hand in like butter or cheese. Okay, so let's go ahead and go a little lighter. And then we're going to zoom in. All right, and then we are actually going to go smaller. There. Hmm. Whoopsies. Didn't mean to eraser. Meant to brush. All right. Hmm. No, we'll leave that there. Hmm. All right. All right, that kind of looks popcorny. All right. Ooh. Oh, that sounds like a nice fancy car. So yeah, that sounds like it's going to be a very delightful lunch. Okay, there we go. All right. There. And make sure we get this nice clean there. All right. Oh, only one thing about the lunch. Okay. Then we're just going to have. Then. Okay. I think that looks. Whew. Yeah. Oof. I don't know what it would be like to really be recognized like that in public, but I do. Yeah. Hmm. Just trying to think of what possible solutions there could be. Um. Hmm. But yeah, I don't think I could really help much in this scenario. I wish I could. Can't really offer much. Um. Yeah. That. Hmm. Aw, thanks. By the way, do you think this looks like popcorn? I think it looks like popcorn. Yeah. All right. That's what we were going for. Popcorn. Because, it is definitely the number one snack to have for watching a movie. And the best part about it is most people can have it. So it's super shareable. Okay. Yep. So we redid that. We redid that. Okay. The chairs are looking good. Yeah. Okay. So now all we need to do is the shadows, which we're going to do those on a separate layer. We're going to go with a really nice gray. There we go. That should do. And we are actually going to go fairly big. Yeah, I think 50 ought to do. Yeah, 50 will do. And don't be alarmed. I know it's quite opaque, but we're going to play around with the opacity of the entire layer. So it'll look a lot better. All right. Should probably get rid of the yeah. There we go. Okay. Probably should have gotten rid of the um palettes, but that's okay. I will get rid of them in a bit and I'll just fix up that thing a little bit later. There. Okay. So, palettes. Bye. You know what? A lot of it is practice. It's the same way that you're good at racing. You practice. And it's also a lot of learning goes into it too. I, I pay attention to what different what different artists do, especially the classical art masters like Da Vinci and Van Gogh. Definitely, those are the ones I follow the most. But Michelangelo and a lot of the Rococo artists, mainly just because of how they're able to create contrast with very little line work. Da Vinci was definitely the first one to really start that, but um, they were also really good artists to pay attention to for it. Actually, it should be more clear this way. I think. Okay. And then there. Oh, yes, definitely. As well. But also, it's not just making mistakes, it's fixing them too. You got to fix them, otherwise, you'll never learn how to get past it. And you know what? Bob Ross is also just a really good artist to learn from, especially for being able to work with mistakes. Hmm. But yeah, as far as like abstract art goes, I don't really go any more abstract than Van Gogh. Yeah, but you had to do a whole lot of practice with that. Oh, yeah. Honestly, Bob Ross is awesome. I love him. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Those are some pretty good shapes. All right. Now, look at that. Turn down the opacity, even like 50%. Look at that. And we could add over top of this something like a blue tint. The problem is we are going to lose some focus here, but we're going to see what a blue tint will look like. So let's just go. Yeah, yeah, right here. Okay. I know. It's a little terrifying, but see if we do this. You know, it kind of looks like they're watching TV. Yeah. Well, he also, it's actually kind of funny. He actually also put a microphone behind the uh behind the canvas so that you could hear the brush strokes too. So there are people who do feel like he was also affected by ASMR because the people who are really into ASMR, they really like Bob Ross's videos. Yeah, I think adding the blue tint actually really helps and going very faint with it. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. That looks real good. Okay. So let's go ahead and save that. And we're going to export that so that I have it for the Buch. Meine Brüche. Meine Buch, actually. Oh, you know what? That is actually a fair point, Vera. Hmm. Let's see. You know what I could do? Duplicate this layer. Okay, I know it is right in front of me. There it is. Okay. But we move this all the way back to here. Okay, here. All right, and then we can actually add a bit more opacity here. And we can also change the color just ever so slightly, like make it a bit more darker and gray. Yeah. And add a bit more opacity until it looks about right. Yes, I am saying Vera. I trained myself so that I wouldn't make the mistake again. That way people know who I'm talking about. Because we love Veritiso here. I hope I'm saying the full thing correctly, Vera. Please correct me. You know. Perfect. Yeah, we love Veritisa here. So, all right. But yeah, that actually was a really good suggestion, Vera, on the. Yeah. Yeah, because the yellow was definitely jumping out a bit too much. Moving that to the background. Yeah. That's looking good. That looks real good. Yeah. Okay, so we save again, and we're also just going to export, and then it will just replace the export with this. So yeah, that'll be showing up in the book. So that's nice. So yeah, I'm just going to look through um any of the other scenes that I had in fact started. Oh, here, sort them by type. There we go. Uh, that's Flitty with the spaceport. Oh, I did start that. So you know what, I could show that a bit. See, this is sort of just one of the more metaphysical images. Oh, oh, huh. Well, that's gonna really suck for. Oh, that's certainly gonna suck for some people. Hmm. Okay. Well, I am going to get started. Oh, do they have that particular core? Did they get that particular cure? Okay. Uh, um. Oh, you know what? Here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. No, stop that. That's what I wanted. My goodness. Um. Edit. Copy. And we're gonna. Pop. No, that's not it. Discard changes. There. My goodness. Uh, Oh, right. It's Control V, not P. My goodness. I think I need a little extra caffeine. Hmm. Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. There we go. We're going to delete that. We don't need that. And oh, we also don't need this. There. Ah, much better. But we do need stuff that's in that palette. Now. Yeah, that's super big. So, what am I doing? That's my opacity. Ah, there we go. 10. Yeah, 10's fine. Ooh, Facebook Marketplace. It's actually a really good resource. That and eBay. You can get so much stuff on eBay. Alright, and then I think in this picture she is going to have her sneakers as opposed to socks. So I will need to also open up um let's see here, not playing games, although I should finish that one too. Happy to be three. No. Let's see. Um. Hmm. I am just okay. I'm just trying to find the. Ah, here it is. All right. You can see here. These are her sneaks. I love these sneaks. If I could have these sneaks in real life, I would unironically wear them. Oh. They need to start making cool. They need to start making kids' shoes in adult sizes too. Because some of the kids' shoes are just freaking awesome. Mm. Oh, I'm talking fashion while the boys are talking cars. That's funny. There we go. That looks a lot better. All right. Now, we are going to turn down opacity a bit, and then this is just so that we can get. Oh, uh oh. SpaghettiOs. Uh, okay. Easy fix. There. And we will change this to layer. Oh my gosh. There we go. Number 5. There. I win. Oh yeah, I know, right? Because in that way, all the all the grown men out there that still really love dinosaur shoes, they can have their dinosaur shoes that light the fuck up. Or you could have sharks on your shoes, Vera. Ooh, you can have shark shoes. Well, fortunately they do. I know for a fact that they do make those. So, hmm, why aren't hmm. Yeah, okay. It's just being weird. Hmm. All right. But yeah. Um Although, if you did find two of the same shark plushie, you probably could make slippers out of those. Hmm. But that's if you knew how to sew and stuff. But you already know how to shit. So I'm not going to say sew and shit. Yeah. That's one of those things. That is one of the things, though, is like if you really want it, that's probably what you're going to have to do. Or you can look for it in through online means. Actually, Etsy might be a really good place for you to look, Vera, if you want something that specifically looks more like a blaha or a blahe. Yeah, yeah. Etsy might actually be your best bet. Because I have a feeling you're going to be very discerning as to what kind of shark slipper you allow on your foot. You know, your little footsie. There, that's much better. All right. And then, okay, we're going to go half as much here. And then, gonna, whoop, okay. Gonna make sure we have that coming in. bit. There we go. Oop, nope. That's a little too far. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see that a little bit better. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hmm. Oh, yeah, Pacific and not Atlantic? Because that could be your problem. What about Indian? Let me know when you want me to stop naming oceans. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we do have to make sure that the hand is separated from the nose. Why? We don't want people assuming as she's picking her nose. There. Mouth is a little smaller. She's just a little kid. All right. Okay, so for the rest of the oceans, we got the Arctic, we got the Antarctic. Um, and let's see here. I think that's it for major oceans. And then we've also got, the Black Sea. We got the Dead Sea. We got the Red Sea. Oh man, I wish I could like off the cuff do something like that. That would be super funny if I could just through some classical song. Oh wow. Um. Okay, so I did do that. There's also what other seas can I name? Okay, I did the Red Sea and the Dead Sea, the Black Sea. The inland seas of America would be Erie, Michigan, Superior. Um, oh, I know there's a couple. Oh, I know there's two more. Ontario. No, that's just that's
Lake Michigan.
no. I already mentioned Michigan, Mitch.
Great
Um,
Lakes, Lake Erie.
Erie, Michigan, Ontario. No, Superior. Oh man, I used to be able to name all four of them. Dang it! Now I gotta look it up. It's gonna bug me if I don't know. It's gonna really bug me if I don't know them. So, uh, oh, maybe don't go all caps. The Great Lakes. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, there we. Ontario is a lake. Oh my gosh. I was gaslighting myself. And Huron is the last one. Okay. But yeah, Ontario is Ontario is a lake. Oh man. Yeah, Mitcher is here. My darling husband. He's just really focused on defeating the Cylons right now. So, oh, oh, okay, okay. Vera wants you to review the brownie bites on stream. So, here, I'll hand you the mic.
Like, the brownie bites are great. My wife cooked them really well.
There you go. He's very good at off the cuff reviews, as you can tell. Nah, he just normally he is actually better at off the cuff stuff, but um again, silence.
I did not prepare for this.
You did not prepare.
Must die.
The toasters must die. Passing along all those. But yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll just put it there and then yeah, yeah, that's fine. And then go add another layer. Alright. Now this'll be yeah, this'll be sweatshirt. Now the sweatshirt is that nice pink right there. It's nice dusty pink. Okay. Oh. Vera says that I want to see that on a review site. They were really good. My wife cooked them really well. 5 out of 5 stars. Followed by incorrect opening and closing hours because I'm not an actual restaurant. That's funny. All right. But yeah, whew, uh, that's just funny. I mean, it's one of those things. It's it's technically immoral, but you could just put that onto like any business reviews, onto like any business review site for as a review to any business, just to confuse people. You'd probably even get a response from the owner like, we don't even make brownies? I think you meant to review a bakery. A really late night bakery. It's like, morally questionable, but kind of funny. Especially if you put it in the reviews for a business that they don't even do food. They're just like it's a it's a car repair shop. Like we don't even hand out brownies. We barely have free coffee. How did this happen? Oh man. Oh, you do have to fight against the Karens every now and then. Just in a way that matters. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Woo. There we go. We got a very good shape there. Oh, I almost got 50 on one try. Oh, well. We'll do another layer on top of that. And then this will be for the shading. Yeah, right there. That's good. All right. Oh, it's fine. It's fine, Panda. Hey, sometimes, connection gets weird or something happens. I never hold it against you. Veramite, though. Nah, I'm kidding. It really is. It really is. People come, people go. All right. Yep. You just be thankful for the people who come. There. All right. That should do. Hmm? Oh, well, that's actually very important. Well, my husband is here to stay, so I don't have to worry about that. He put the ring on it and everything. There we go. All right, yeah. There we go. Kind of looks like a check mark, but that's okay. I am going to fix it so that it looks more like a heart. There we go. That's better. She has a heart on her sweater. There we go. And that should do. All right. Then I am going to go a little darker on the edges. Like right here. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot to brush. constantly forgetting to brush. There. Let's see if we blend this. And this. Look at that. Okay, and we do a little erase just to clean it up. And then, no, it's this one. For opacity, look at that. Boop. And then we use this to blend. All right. And then, we also fix up places we missed. And look at that. Isn't it crazy what a little blur and blend will do? There. And then we just fix up right here and right there. Here. Here. And there we go. Look at that. All right. Yeah, you know what, Panda? You do have a big day tomorrow, so you get that sleep, okay? All right. Oh, no! Forgot to brush. There. Let's blend this out just a smidge. Just a skosh. Okay. And we can blend here too. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. A little bit here, a little bit here. Okay. And look at that. Much better. It's crazy what stuff like this can do. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, you get something. Get yourself something to eat. Ooh, that's a bit of a late dinner for you, Vera. You're gonna be up all night. You know, you're gonna give yourself an upset tummy. You are. Oh well. Fair. Okay. There. That looks pretty good. Chicken rolls are pretty good. Thank you. All right. Now let's see here. Boop. Badoop. Okay, so we'll do the base of her hair, which is this nice brown. Kind of nutty brown. Because you know what? Sometimes people are a bit nutty. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, and we will do the. I think we will actually just do the hat second. Like, do the hat over top of this, just because I think it'll actually be better for this angle. And I'll also make sure I have the ears visible. But yeah, her hair. I don't actually have totally a set shape for her hair because she's a little kid, so her hair is going to be messy every time. Every time her hair is just a little messy. Because if you ever see a kid's hair, it'll only stay looking good for 5 minutes. Tops. That's why it's hard to get a really good picture of a small kid. Like, one of those llama shots. Because the hair, it always goes crazy at the last possible second. There. That looks pretty good for this angle. Yeah. Maybe like another extra whoop right there. There. I like this. All right. And then we're going to go over to here. I'm going to go into here. I always like to do 3 tones with the hair because it just gives some really nice definition. Okay. Plus it helps me to do the kind of texture I want. There we go. Oh, itchy. Scalp is itchy. Ah. Okay. Oh, I feel better now. Okay. Yep. And then next color is going to be that nice little peachy corally color. She's kind of strawberry blonde, you know? And then we'll be going over some blonde with this as well. So she's more blonde than Straub. There. Come on. Thank you. Just a few strokes. There. That. And we do a little blending. And we'll do a bit of blending underneath, I think. Oh, no, actually, we don't need to. But yeah, that looks really good. That hair looks pretty good. All right. And then, oh, we need to do the puppy dog hat. Ooh. Okay. Mm. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. And right there. That's it. Okay, we are in fact going to add that to the palette. Um, oh, and we'll just fix our opacity and look at that. All better. All right, and then right there. Okay. Now the eyes on the puppy dog hat are actually super easy. Barely an inconvenience because I just have them be black. Nice pitch black. All right. Hmm. All right. Let's see how much we want this to come down. Um, hmm. Okay. This would actually come down just a smidge more on this side. There we go. And round that out just a little. All right, yeah, that's much, much better. Okay. Should actually have it more rounded right here. I think. There. Yeah. Then we're going to go in with this color, adding a layer. Okay. All right. there, put that there. Okay. And we'll do a nice little chugga 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 around. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's the band around a puppy hat. Yes, it's a puppy hat. A brown puppy hat. With floppy ears and shiny eyes. It's a puppy hat. Look, a puppy hat. There. Okay. The puppy hat. There we go. All right. I did it again. It's okay. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. All right. There we go. Perfect. All right. Get back up here. Switch back to this one. Okay. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. Hmm. That ear looks like it's bigger than the other. So we'll fix that. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'll be good. And then there. And then of course for the little face. It's got a little face. There. Okay. And now highlights on the eyes. There. That's easy. All right. We'll do shading. Actually, go this. Okay. Go around here. Okay. And on the bottom here. There. Yeah, she's got like a top down light going on. So, and then here we'll do that. Okay. Um, we'll do a little bit here. There. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. All right. And then let's blur these edges. There. Yeah. That looks so much better. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright. Might actually have to make this hand a bit smaller. And that's okay. That's an easy fix. Yeah, that is actually more what I want. Okay. We'll go back this color. All right. There. Now. Oh, overdid it. Okay, there we go. Go back down to here. Okay. There. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. All right. Now. Now we need this nice lavender color for our pants. There. That's much better. All right. And then we're going to do that here. Okay. And right there. All right. And then for the white details, I am going to go with more of a soft gray. There. Okay. There. And then we're going to fix things up a bit. This side and this side. There. There. That looks pretty good. There. Okay. And then okay. Hmm. There. I mean, when you zoom out, it actually looks pretty good. Hmm. You know, I kind of like the idea of her having a shadow. So we'll play around with that. Hmm. Where is... That's the palette. Okay, and then we'll be shading for the skin. Okay. Boop, boop. There it is. Okay. I just want to erase that. And we'll worry about all those random dots as we get to them. All right. Here we go. This will be for eyes. We could actually go up to 5 here. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Almost forgot to brush. There. And normally I would go higher detail, but I don't think I need to right now. Okay. And then we're going to go, we'll go 50% opacity. And then go right here. There. We don't need to go super bright with the highlights, and that's just because we are doing top down, I think. Yeah, if we went super bright with that, it would look weird. Oh god. Okay, I do want to go back to this. Back to that color. We're gonna get her eyelashes in. So yeah, we'll go to 2 and just. Oh, I forgot to watch my opacity. There we go. There. And then, oh, right, her freckles. She's got freckles. What color did I use for your freckles? Let's go with that color. There we go. Okay. Come on. Thank you. There. Okay. The rest of them are being kind of covered up. I'll put one like right here. There. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty dang good. Um. Ooh. Okay. there. Uh, all right. Oh, I need to do. Okay. Well, shadow first. Um. Yeah. Ooh, that's way too big. Let's go with Let's go with 15. Actually, yeah, that should do. All right. All right, and then okay. No, we do want that. Okay. Um, yeah, I think going 50%. That's good. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Now handle transform. No. Perspective. Yeah. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah. And I agree with that. All right. And then all we gotta do is fill in the shadow. Look at that. let's actually add a bit more here. There. Yeah. Okay, so let's scroll. Okay. Okay. It's the what? Okay, we're at the hair. Ah, yes. Now I recall. There. Much better. Okay, I got that fixed. And then what we're going to do is. Wait, no, cancel. We're going to duplicate that layer. Make this one invisible. Or visible, actually. And we're going to, on this layer, we're going to do this. There we go. And then on this layer, we're going to do this. Oh, okay, yeah. There, perfect. Okay. Now they're separate. Easy peasy. Yeah, this look like it's actually done. All right. Hmm. Okay. Now, actually, if we just do this and delete. All right. Then we do this. Go super big on the eraser just to make sure we don't have any crazy stray pixels. There we go. We're going to go here. All right. So there we go. And then there we go. All right. And there we go. You know what? We'll just start over. Okay. Here we go. No, we want this. We want this. Okay. And we just focus on this line. Trying to stay on that line. There. That actually looks pretty good. There. All right. Save that. And we're going to export. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got 2 of these done. So that's good. That's pretty good. Although I am starting to get a little tired, so I'm thinking maybe we start looking for somebody to raid. So, give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Now, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. All right. So I do want to thank each and every single one of you for coming to my stream. It was really, really nice to have everybody coming over. So, the message for our raid, as always, is going to be, hey yo, we're raiding you. Although, looks like I might be the only one raiding today, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna pick somebody solely based off of vibes. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, look at who I'm following. Oh, Harrowick. I haven't seen Harrowick in a while. Ooh, and it looks like there's lore. Ooh, so that could be fun. All right. So let's get started on that. Then, shall we? Okay. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for coming over. And I will see you in the next stream, okay? All right. So, thank you so much. Bye.